The green agenda is good for business and it's good for the bottom line. I don't see them mutually exclusive. The ability to produce a greener gas molecule translates into a downstream product that is greener. That means you can actually have a molecule to sell. And in this world, getting our resources sold for the Trinidad and Tobago people is what we need to do. We are in the upstream oil and gas business. We go below the subsurface and we produce the gas and we sell that gas to plants in Point Lisas. We currently have 2 fields under production with 2 unmanned platforms and 1 gas processing unit. We embed sustainability in the way we do business. We started off as a greenfield company. That meant we were able to establish best practice in terms of the way we did business from a green perspective. The first platform is run by a combination of solar, and we use natural gas to power the assets themselves. Our second asset is totally green powered. We use a combination of wind and solar. We have 0 gas emissions. In terms of our green sustainability, how we like to phrase it is how much green power can we use? Processing equipment in this day and age is designed to reduce methane emissions. But what we've been able to do is implement those processes on the plant. Our flare is actually underground and we maintain it at a low cost, but also reduce emissions and radiation by having it underground. And I think it's a great way to show that as an energy company, we can be green, we can be sustainable, and we can work with the environment. For the first field development, Iguana, our pipeline had to come on shore and it had to go through a bit that contained mangrove. We wanted to disrupt the mangrove as minimal as possible. We took a strip that was already exposed. We were able to dig up. We were able to then put back in place, and over a period of 5 years, we've seen where that 1.2K became 1.3 kilometers squared of additional flora, and we've also seen additional fauna actually come in there with new species. Our mangrove restoration has been used in case studies around the world. From the plants that we sell gas to eventually in the future be able to capture that carbon dioxide. We have 4 large tanks of gas in the ground. At some point in time, once we deplete our reserves, these tanks of gas can actually be used for storage. What we look at is the ability to now take carbon dioxide and re-inject that back into the wells. We currently report on GRI 305. That forms part of Proman's sustainability report, and that is one that will, in the upcoming years, be a fully auditable trail to follow. The green agenda should not be an agenda, it should be a way of life. Green is good, obviously, for the future, for ourselves, for our children, but we also believe green can be good in terms of our operating practices, in terms of involving local content, and in fact, in driving down cost. We're pretty unique because we started greenfield. What we have to look at is always the end product and what we produce and the ability for a consumer to ultimately buy it. I firmly believe that as we go greener, it will mean that we actually have a product to sell. And that is one of the most important differentiating factors that you need to take into consideration. My advice to the oil and gas industry in terms of the green agenda, don't make it an agenda, make it a way of you doing life. And I think if you incorporate that in terms of how you do business, you find it a lot easier to tackle the problem and the issue from that perspective. We value the recognition by the NGC, and we also value the support that they've given Denovo and the Proman Group over the course of the years.